guys, happy Friday, happy Fearless Friday. Today I'm going to do a video all about FIDM, yay! I'm going to tell you guys basically how I'm doing right now. You guys wanted an update on how I'm doing, and I was just in my fourth quarter and now I'm currently in my fifth quarter. So I'm going to talk about the fourth quarter and then I'll talk a little about how I'm doing right now. So let's just get started. So first off, I want to go right off the bat and say I took 6 classes. 6 classes at FIDM. You usually take 4 to 5 classes and I decided to do 6. I will talk about that in a few minutes. So I have all my classes on my phone because I want to make sure I actually talk about all of them, and let's just get started. So first off, I'm going to talk about world art. I really liked world art because that was the art you never really talk about in school ever. So it was about the Chinese art, the African art, Mesoamerican art. It was just really amazing. I really liked it. Something funny though was that when we were doing the Chinese art, the teacher was like, if anyone has any corrections or if I'm saying any of these names wrong, just tell me. And like, I'm pretty sure he was like directing that at me because I was the only Asian kid in the class. And if you guys don't know, I'm adopted, so I was raised by Caucasian parents, so I honestly don't know anything about Chinese language or yeah. So that was just kind of funny and awkward when he said that, but it was just like hilarious to me because I don't know any Chinese. Next off would be effective speaking. Effective speaking was okay, I guess. It was just like talking in front of people and making speeches. Next, I took out layout and design. This is a computer class where you focused on Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. It was really, really fun. I absolutely loved my teacher. She was so amazing. She was so pumped up and she was all into like the positive vibes, and I just love that when teachers are like that. And what we got to learn is like how to do like magazine layouts and basically how to lay out like things for like articles or just laying out things in Photoshop and learning new Photoshop skills and Illustrator skills. It was really, really fun, and I'll put some of my projects scrolling while I'm talking right now because I think it's really, really cool. And I love the computer classes because I'm very tech savvy, I would say, so it comes very easily to me, or I learn it very easily. So I thought that was a very fun class and I absolutely loved it. Next was business marketing for social media. To be honest, I did not like this class as much as I thought I would because it's kind of like going over what our generation basically knows. What is Pinterest? What is Tumblr? What is Instagram? What is Twitter? What is Facebook? Literally we did that and just did like case studies. I enjoyed it. I just felt like we already knew everything, so it was kind of boring and annoying because it was like a lecture class, but I did like the teacher and I did like the subject because it wasn't about like some kind of stupid math or something. So that's what I have to say about that. I liked it, but it's just like I feel like we already knew a lot of stuff. Next, I took drafting. This was honestly like the death of me. Like I took so long on my homework. Drafting is basically blueprints, basically architectural blueprints, and it was really, really cool and like the end result, but it took me hours. And like it was all about perfection and like straight lines and everything. Like, you use a parallel bar and you use rulers and everything, but like I'm so bad, like I measure something and then I measure it again and like it's different. I don't know if I'm like dyslexic or something, or I can't read or anything. It's just like you like stare at the thing for like 4 hours, and I like to get my stuff done right on the bat instead of like stopping for the drafting. So I'd be like at the school annex for like 4 to 5 hours just sitting there staring at these lines and like drawing them and everything, because you have to do like, you draw like a little draft, then you do it again on the real paper, but then you have to like do it all precisely with the different colors, with the different pencils and the different, it was just like kind of annoying and like it was very tedious, but the end result was really, really cool and it was like really amazing, I personally thought. My last class was seminar in the arts, so we went on really cool field trips. So this is the 6th class I actually ended up taking because usually you take, as I said, 4 or 5 classes, but I took this 6th class because my friend Sarah, my old roommate, hi Sarah if you're watching this, she was going to take it and she has a car and I have no car, so I could never get to any of these places, nor I would probably not know any friends or anything, so I was like, okay, I'll take it with you. So I took it with her and it was really fun with her. Went to the different events, so we went to Tartuffe, the play, then we went to another play called My Name is Asher Lev, and those were like amazing. Then we went to the orchestra, the Santa Monica Orchestra, and then we went to the orchestra at LACMA. And then the projects that we had to do is that we had to make a art piece of what we thought represented like the things that we saw. So that was pretty fun because I liked doing that, and explaining it wasn't that bad. Okay, so those are all my classes from 4th quarter. Now I am in my 5th quarter and my classes are, so let's go from Tuesday. I have materials and props, and that is a 6-hour class. Honestly, it goes by like like that. Like, it's crazy. I really love it. It's like, it's about set design, so I get to learn about set design, and we're making little sets. And right now we just did like a plaster mold, so I made a little mold of like this little like for real friend bottle, like a baby bottle. So that'll be really, really fun. And then today is Wednesday. No, today is Thursday. Yesterday on Wednesday, I had my design for social media, which is my Photoshop class, and that's really fun because we're making a brand, and then we're basically making like a media kit, basically showing what the brand is, how we're gonna like put it on all the different social medias and all that. It's like really, really cool. I'm making a store called Fearless. Of course, gotta stick with my Fearless name. So I made a store named Fearless, and it is basically, I can't talk. So basically it is like an Anthropologie and a Home Goods, like the Home Goods price, but like the Anthropologie like feel. So it's a home decor store, and it is focusing on DIYs like for your house and everything. So I thought that was like really, really cool and really exciting. So that's what I'm doing for that class. The class after that, I have fashion, PR, and entertainment. It's pretty interesting, but it's a little boring because it's a lecture class, but I really do think the lecture is interesting. It's about like how to write for like a newspaper, or like how to write from fashion magazine, how to write. Basically, it's a very writing based class, which is pretty interesting but kind of boring to listen to, but it is fun. And then today is Thursday, so I had my marketing event, which is really cool because it's basically event planning, and my little group is making, basically we're going to pretend that we're Vogue magazine, and we're putting on a party for Frida Kahlo because this is her 60th anniversary, and it's gonna be like really cool, like Mexican themed, and we're gonna put it in Mexico, and it's gonna be all pretty and fun and bright colors, and that's gonna be really, really fun. So yeah, that's my classes right now. That was my other classes. So yeah, my workload is pretty busy. Another thing that actually happened last quarter, I already said this I think in my other video, but I actually quit my job because, I don't know if you guys knew, but I worked at the FIDM bookstore. I quit it because the workload to me just got so heavy, and like I came here for school. Like the job was just like to get some experience and get some extra money. It was like I really liked the job. I learned so much, and I was so grateful that I got to have that experience. It just got too much with my schoolwork. And I have a medical condition, POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, where I get really dizzy, blah blah blah. You can look it up. But that really interfered with it too, because if I overwork myself, like I'll be dead. Like I'll not be dead, but I'll just get really tired, and my medical conditions I have now will get worse because I've had this for literally 4 years. It's so stupid and annoying, and I can't get any medication because it will make my heart like fast, because my heart is already fast. So it'll just make my heart worse. I don't want to mess with my heart or anything, so I can't have pills or anything. So basically I have to have a lot of salt and just eat regularly and blah blah blah. It's just kind of annoying. So yeah, I had to quit the job because it just became too much for me physically, and because of the workload of school. So hopefully I'll be getting into like going back to work probably in my like last quarter or second to last quarter, just depending on how I feel with my workload and also physically with my medical condition. So we will see how that is. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about my current situation at FIDM. I really like it. I think it's really fun. I got into a lot of classes with my friends. I met some new people. It's really amazing. So let me know down below if you guys have any questions about FIDM. You guys have been oh my gosh, I can't speak. You guys have been emailing me at fearlessbeauty17@gmail.com. Make sure to do that if you have any questions about FIDM, and I'll get back to you about all your questions about FIDM. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave down below any questions you have about FIDM. Let me know, and if you guys want more videos about FIDM, just let me know that too. I'll talk to you guys later. Be fearless and stay fearless. Bye bye.